What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on First Take, they're going to be talking about some comments that Michael Irvin made about wide receiver rookie CeeDee Lamb and how he is the Kevin Durant of the Cowboys. So let's see what they have to say about that.
What the Cowboys did in the 2020 NFL Draft by adding CeeDee Lamb to the #1 offense in the National Football League, what Will McClay did, what Jerry Jones, those guys did, what Mike McCarthy did by adding this guy CeeDee Lamb is akin or almost tantamount to Kevin Durant being added to a 73-win Warriors team. Stephen.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to disagree with Mike Irvin on that. He's wrong on so many levels.
CeeDee Lamb is the new KD. The floor is yours, sir.
You know, Molly, there is a person by the name of Galen Gordon. He's the vice
Galen.
president, for talent, for talent and management.
Yeah, at NFL Network.
An exceptional producer that has worked in this business for years. He's now head of talent over there at the NFL Network. He's doing a great job. I love him. He's like a little brother to me. We're very close. I'm bringing up his name for a reason, Molly, because I want to put him on blast right now by calling for him to suspend Michael Irvin indefinitely. I'm calling for the suspension of Michael Irvin. I want him off the air. I want him off social media. I want him away from the public until he officially apologizes to America for the blasphemy that he just articulated to the world. The Cowboys, excuse me, tantamount to Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors. First playmaker, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer, the gold jacket, one of the ultimate leaders that we have ever seen in professional sports. That same Michael Irvin, that champion, that exceptional NFL analyst, that man that is made for TV, no matter how much he sweats, this dude with a straight face, because I know he did it with a straight face, okay? This dude goes on social media and articulates that quote. I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong, Molly and Max. When Kevin Durant arrived at that 73-win Warriors team, weren't they fresh off a Game 7 in the NFL Finals? I believe that answer is yes. Did not the
Yes, I don't think it was NFL Finals. I'm pretty sure it was the NBA Finals.
season before they win an NBA championship? I believe that answer is yes. Because they followed up the championship with a Game 7 in the NBA Finals, that means they had a back-to-back trips to the NBA Finals. The Cowboys haven't been in the NFC Championship game since 1995. I mean, a quarter century. It's been a quarter century, 25 years, Michael Irvin, that these brothers have won more than one playoff game in a year. Okay? One. That's it. I mean, they haven't done it in 25 years. It hasn't happened. And you're going to compare Cowboys picking up CeeDee Lamb to Kevin Durant, who, by the way, is money, had about 9-10 years in the NBA, averaging 27 again, was a league MVP and a scoring champion before he ever arrived. So not only did I bring up championships, I also brought up resumes. Once again, there is somebody that was wearing a Cowboy uniform, and this is the shame of it all. It's bad enough Michael Irvin contaminates his zoot suits that he already wears with blue and white pom-poms every day. But
Zoot suits.
then to come back with this blasphemous, erroneous, patently false statements about the Cowboys, trying to buffer them up, it is shameful. Galen Gordon, suspend this man. I don't want to see him on the air. I don't want to see him in social media until he publicly apologizes for the blasphemous statement he said about the irrelevant, pathetic, moribund Dallas Cowboys. What the hell have they done? We know that Jerry's got a fabulous yacht, and it's good. We're hearing that we're going to see him for the first time today. He's been out. There's an APB that's been out for him for a few months. It's good to hear that we're going to see him at 12 noon. But we ain't seen the Cowboys relevant in a postseason picture for 25 years. Last point. 25 years ago, y'all, I had an afro, and my hairline was about here. That's all I got to say about that.
So I definitely agree with Stephen A. Smith, and I disagree with Michael Irvin. I mean, to compare Kevin Durant and CeeDee Lamb was like apples and oranges. For one thing, CeeDee Lamb is a rookie wide receiver that has yet to play it down in the NFL. Kevin Durant is a well-seasoned, veteran, most likely a Hall of Fame, championship winning basketball player. So to make that type of comparison, it just doesn't match up. And as far as the Dallas Cowboys, like Stephen A. Smith said, it's not like they're coming off multiple Super Bowl wins that you could say that and make the comparison of the Golden State Warriors. So Michael Irvin's wrong on so many levels that it just doesn't make sense that he would say that. And you have to know that he's a little bit biased because he's an ex-Dallas Cowboy. So I try to look through it. I try to look at what he said through his lens, but at the same time, you got to take that with a grain of salt. So let's continue.
The only thing I can think of, because Michael Irvin's one of my favorite people in this business, Stephen A., the only thing I can think is that maybe the playmaker thinks that almost tantamount means nothing near. Maybe that could explain this statement. How is this like KD? This is how, Stephen A. Michael Irvin does not hide the fact that he is just rooting for the Cowboys. I remember when I was 16 years old, the Yankees signed Mel Hall, left fielder from Cleveland. And he was all right. He was, a guy could hit a fastball. And, but, not an all-star or anything. And I remember arguing with, kids who were Mets fans at the time. Mel Hall's going to drive in 120 runs in that Yankees lineup. He didn't have 120 RBIs. Might have had it over 2 seasons. Because when you're a homer and you got those goggles on, that's how you see it. So we have to run that through the translation, right? Whatever Michael Irvin says about the Cowboys, cut it in half. It's like KD joining the Warriors. Well, which team was half as good as the Warriors and which player was half as good as KD? It's not even Tobias Harris joining the Sixers. I don't know. It's like Julius Randle joining the Knicks. Something like that. But you have to run it through the Michael Irvin translator to understand what he could possibly be
True.
saying.
It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable, and I'm telling you right now, I'm just sick of it. See, this is the kind of stuff, I'll give him credit for this. He reminds me of why I hate Cowboy fans so much. He reminds me of why, and that's what he is. He's a fan. I know he's a Hall of Famer. I know he's a 3-time champion. He's all of those things. But right now, he's a fan. He's not objective. There's no objective sense to what he said. CeeDee Lamb hasn't played, and I know the brother's bad. The brother can ball. Please don't get me wrong. But there is nothing. He doesn't have an NBA resume yet. And the Dallas Cowboys certainly.
Well, I don't think CeeDee Lamb's going to have an NBA resume anytime soon since he's playing in the NFL.
Haven't had a championship in 25 years. Not even more than a wild card playoff win in the last 25 years. How in the hell are you going to compare Kevin Durant going to the 73-win Golden State Warriors to that? It's the Dallas Cowboy, typical Dallas Cowboy fan, Molly, where they sit up there and say, they lose. They can go 1-15.